Welcome back, everyone. 皆さん、おかえりなさい。今日は139日目です。It is day 139. One of those blink days. If you blink, you'll miss it. We had a few things yesterday. This is the day before level up. So pretty quick stuff today. Although yesterday was very rough. Let's go over, I think, four things. What is it? Shui. Right. So Shu. Shu. And yes, the thing we're pivoting is ooh. Right. So Bushu. Bushu would be radical. This is leader position. Or first place. E. And then Nakama. Right. And take Ma and Mamonaku. Which that's fine. Mamonaku. Soon. Or shortly. First place. Also, how do we do this? So, oh wait, yeah. So we take. No, this is fine. And then companion. Yeah, relationship. Companion is the middle of a relationship, right? Then the one from Viet. One that I couldn't figure out yesterday. Kaiho. Release. Oof. Kaiho suru. Right. And how am I going about this? We're talking about release as in disclosure. How I'm going about it. So you disclose to the public, right? So you open and disclose to the public. So that is to open something up or something to the public. And we had a few other ones. Say to become or become, just become of change. Oh, that's wobbly. I missed all my strokes there. Okay. This was right. Talk about Ataraku. Versus Goku. This is to work and to move. Yeah, pretty good. All right, get into our review. We only have 7 today. Actually, what happens during the day before leveling up, unless occasionally another one overlaps, but it's quite rare. So let's hope not to stop on a bunch of things. Okay. Wadai. Okay. Yoso. Hodai. Hodai. Huh. How's this into Hodai? Man, I think release is probably the problem. Tabe Hodai. Oh, Tabe Hodai. As much. That's fine. That's fine. Hodai, right? Gotta think of release as a different. We gotta pivot release definition. I might actually change up the kanji interpretations of whole. I think release is not sufficient. It's great for the act of releasing, but everything else has a somewhat of a different interpretation of release. Oops. What? Oh. Kurai. I think I typed every possible combination there by jerk reflex.
Gakumon.
Ningen. That's a special one. Sure. They're both, but that's fine. Oh boy. Oh.
Subete.
This is a special one, along with... It's gone. I'll have to think about it again. Subete is special with... Actually, we might as well review it now, right? There are only two versions. We have Subete and Subete and Mataku. And I have to change up this meaning. It's usually the second meaning that I hear most often, which is really. Mataku. Not completely. It's more like really. Completely has a synonym issue in English when you say completely. But really, mataku. Okay. But this is fine. Very new with everything. Oh wait. I have way more reviews than 7. Huh. Oh, did I just get... Okay. Let's just do...
Kagami.
I got it. Never mind. It's not 7. Weird. Did it just change to 5? Oh, it's 5 today. So we got more. We got more review. I didn't notice the time. Okay. How did the branch thing work?
Stem.
Then
Kan.
Yeah. The flip? Oh.
整理。
80.
Zenzen.
Zenzen.
Sama.
Ama.
問題。
問題。
当然。
当然。
思想。
Iso. Ideology.
料金
Yokin. Oh. My bad.
王様
Osama.
想定
Sote. Okay.
神様
Kami-sama.
シーカ
Shika.
力士
Rikishi.
選ぶ
Erabu.
俺
Ore.
賞金
Yokin.
疑問
Imon.
俺たち
Oretachi. Oh, here it is. Mamonaku.
間もなく
Coincidence? Sort of. Maybe. But,
選手
Enshu. I swear I don't know how. I don't know how to spell athlete. Oh, there's a. Oh, okay, okay. All right. I English good.
特選
Doksen.
暗記
Anki.
階層
I saw. Oh, whoops.
自然
Dizen. Shizen. Oh,
想像する
sozo suru.
目標
Mokuhyo. Ne? Oh, yes.
詩人
Chijin. Okay. What? Oh, we completed some of this stuff, so we have lessons. Oh, today is a relatively longer day. Oh, I gotta keep track of time for today, though. Okay. Let's see. Passion. Passion. We have feelings and hot or heat. Heat feelings. Fair enough. Works. Passion. Can I get a Ain't no way that's Jonetsu. Oh yeah, it could be Jonetsu.
情熱
Yeah.
情熱
All right. Container. Could still be key actually.
器
Nope. Utsuwa. Oh boy, here we go. You have this container. Is there anything else actually? Okay, that means utsuwa refers to a container or bowl and is often used in culinary contexts. It can also be used metaphorically to describe someone's capacity for certain things. For example, when someone has a small utsuwa, it means that they have a limited capacity to handle pressure, stress, or difficulties. Interesting.
器
So utsuwa, you have this container. It's upside down with a stick holding it up and a string on the stick. Okay, you're going to catch some U2s like the band. You put some food under it and wait. Then out of the bushes came Bono. He sniffs around for a bit and then goes under the container. You pulled Utsuwa into the trap. I'm just gonna change this up and say you two walked with the container. That's it. You two walked with the container. That's all I'm gonna use. You two walked with the container. You were helping people move some containers, and you two walked the container. I think this is ridiculous. Sorry, but not sorry. But thank you for the you two walked thing though. Although this, I mean, proper nouns kind of help a lot because there's no other identifiers with proper nouns, but that's fine. I'm thinking more using it as u lining up with you and tsu lining up with two because that's actually pretty common. And then wa, was it for walk? I'm not sure about wa. I think we used, what was the denwa example? I don't remember. Huh.
器
Utsuwa.
These are tough. Dexterous. Container use. Oh, as in capacity. Your task is open to this pickle. Your task is to open this pickle container. But I think dexterous is much more. You have the capacity for a lot of uses, so you're dexterous. Why you? Because you are so dexterous and skillful when it comes to opening. Yeah, you're skillful. So I think the whole capacity thing actually works out pretty well. You have the capacity for many uses, so you're dexterous.
器用
Kyo. So ki and yo.
器用
That's fine. Kyo. Musical instrument. Actually, I like capacity quite a lot because this has the capacity to make music. That's a musical instrument or a container, I suppose. Comfort is not how I'm going to go about this. I actually am going to add music to this. Oh, there's also fun and easy. I'm actually going to add music. Music comes very intuitively to me, and it's used in the context of music quite often instead of comfort. Oh, and they swapped the music anyways. So remember how, yeah, gaku was used in ongaku and it meant music. Well, this is that gaku again. And music container is something that produced music. It is a musical instrument. Raku? Are we using raku here? So rakuki.
楽器
No, gaku. Of course, it's using the gaku. Let's see. Jukuko, you already learned the reading for ki, right? But gaku uses the secondary ring, so you may not have learned it. However, you learned this reading in the word, yeah, ongaku. Just bear in mind it's shortened, yeah. Gaki.
楽
楽器
That's fine. Same gaki. Alright. Tableware. Interesting. Eating container. Capacity. Capacity. So that doesn't work either. Okay. Your eating container refers to tableware. I suppose your bowl. Oh yeah, it's referring to bowl as well. So there's bowl and tableware, including eating utensils such as knife, fork, spoon. I wonder if they use also like fork plus chopstick or spoon or bowl plus chopstick. Something like that. As well as serving utensils like plates, bowls, and saucers. Okay, that's fine. Tableware. Actually, what's the on for this?
食器
Shoki. Oh, right. Shoku. Shoku. And then shortened. Shoki.
食
食器
There's something else other than shoku? Hey,
食器
食器
actually, let me double check. Oh no, it's gonna do that interleave thing. Wait. Okay, it's fine. Sure. Okay. Yeah, shokuji. Oh wait, what am I looking for? Oh, shoku. Oh no, no other. Okay. No other. We haven't used ku, though.
食器
Shoki works. And we're good. Alright. So oops.
Utsuwa
Utsuwa.
器用
Hyo. Um
情熱
Yonetsu.
「食器
Shoki.
楽器
Yaki. Alright. Circumstances. Matters and or occurrence plus feelings. The matters feelings or the occurrences feelings. Circumstance. Occurrences and feelings make up your circumstances. Yeah, that I like that too. Let's see, what do we have? Like Shizo is used to describe the reason or situation behind a particular event or action. If you can't go to a party, for example, you might explain your circumstances by saying that something came up or you aren't feeling well. And if your coworker is expecting baby, you might consider her circumstance. Help her. Okay.
事情
Oh, jijo. Oh yeah. Right. Ji.
事情
事情
That's fine. Human feelings. Jinjo. Sounds fine. Person's feelings are human feelings. It's often used in literature to describe the warmth found in human interaction and the heartfelt bonds they create. Literally means natural human emotions, but it's really about the kindness and compassion.
人情
Oh, it's ninjo. All right.
人情
人情
I guess people at... Alright, I guess we're doing Nintendo. It's a 50-50 guess. Neen and Jean are just 50-50 guess most of the time. Pity. That's interesting. Huh. Okay, so I don't know. This is probably a Kun reading. You have feelings. These are feelings humans have. When you ask someone to have feelings, K. At the end, you're asking them to pity or have mercy on you. Please have those human feelings. Sympathy or pity. Okay. Alright, have feelings, okay. It's okay. What's another way to... Okay.
情け
Alright, NASA. Alright, since this word consists, right? You didn't learn the... Yeah, so... Who are you begging to have pity on you? It's NASA. Is there any way... There are other things I can do with NASA? Not really. So they have you hanging out in space outside of the space station, and they're going to push you towards where you're burned up in the atmosphere. You don't want that, so I'm gonna change it to more like maybe have pity on you for your NASA admissions. I don't know, something more like that, or perhaps a sympathy of ambition.
情け
Nasake.
Interesting. Yeah, this stuff I've come to understand that I don't remember this stuff most of the time. It's often negative. Negative can be great. A positive can be equally as constructive or anxiousness, but violent stuff and mischievous stuff resonates less with me. Like doom and gloom, kind of uncontrollable situations, not too memorable. So nasake. Feelings plus feelings is feelings. Kanjo.
感情
Kanjo.
感情
All right. The 5 senses. 5 senses. Okay. Fine.
五感
Gokan.
五感
五感
Gokan. All right. Okay.
事情
Yo.
情け
Nasake.
人情
Ninjo.
感情
Anjo.
五感
Gokan. Okay. Sympathy. Interesting. Okay. Nasake and interesting. Okay. So sympathy is same sentiment, concurrent, agree, empathy. Interesting. Empathy and sympathy. I'm like same feeling. That's closer to empathy, but I get how it's also sympathy. Sympathy is more like trying to have a mutual feel or a feeling that is part of the feeling. And then empathy is more parts. So this is like degrees of mutual feeling, where sympathy is on the one end and empathy is on the other end, but they're both trying to gather similar, same feeling. When you have the same feeling as someone else, you have sympathy for them. When you try to have the same feeling, because you know how they feel, how kind of that empathy, not sympathy. That's I think, to me, that is kind of a colloquial use. Yeah. So it's kind of, I think this demonstrates the colloquial misuse, in my opinion, misuse of the word sympathy and empathy. Empathy is exactly this description. When you have the same feelings as someone, you have empathy for them. And when you can appreciate their feelings, as in their worries and their concerns, then you have sympathy for them. But you do not feel exactly the same as them. That's empathy. They're not synonyms. Sympathy and empathy are not synonyms. But in this case, I don't actually know if there are other words. Is there a Japanese word for empathy? Let's see. Something else comes up, but it's still marked as sympathy and empathy. Okay, so no differentiation. Yeah. Oh, there's an old word for empathy. Like specifically just empathy. But it looks like all the common words, N1. All the N1s have probably context specific sympathy and empathy. Oh, yeah. Perhaps a differentiator of sympathy and empathy might be noun versus a word, a verb. Maybe empathy is more commonly used as a... No. I tried to figure out where the source of the loss of the word empathy and sympathy. What is another one? Assumption and presumption. Assumption and presumption. Sympathy and empathy goes under the assumption and presumption of English, and the figurative and the literal of English. And also concurrent and simultaneous. Concurrence and simultaneous is another one, but simultaneous and concurrence aren't common words in English. And the difference between agree and not disagree. And same sentiments. Sentimentality can be both sympathy and empathy, which is kind of funny. Anyways, yeah. This works. Same feelings. What would that be? Doukan. Ne?
同感
Doukan.
同感
Okay. Interesting. Feeling G, which is still feeling. Don't have a kun for this. Alright, hit me up with a kun.
漢字
Kanji. Well now. Kanji. Really, the reading for both onyomi and kunyomi of this kanji are the same, actually, so long as you learn the reading that was with the kanji, you can't go wrong. Feel good, right?
漢字
Really? Kanji.
漢字
Interesting. So feeling stuck with kan. This kan, anyways. So kanjiru. Ne?
感じる
Kanjiru.
感じる
Okay. Interesting. Kando suru. Be emotionally moved. I like it. So when your feelings have been moved, you are emotionally moved. Yeah.
感動する
Ando suru.
感動
感動する
Nice. Admiration. Okay. Kanshin.
関
Kanshin.
心
Yeah.
関心
Okay. Alright. Fair enough. Um.
同感
Dokan.
感じ
Kanji.
感じる
Kanjiru.
感動する
Kando suru. Oh,
関心
Kanshin. Aspire was aberration. Sorry, aberration, not aspire. Aberration. Okay. 14. That's not too bad. I guess we're gonna be late today too. Fine. Impressions, feeling, thought, or feeling imagination. Interesting. Yeah, yeah. The feelings you contemplate. Yeah, kind of like contemplate. The feelings you contemplate about a subject are your impressions and thoughts on it. Still thoughts. Kansou? Kansou is about what you think or feel after experiencing something, like having a reading, yeah, an impression. I got you. I got you. It's after the fact.
感想
Kansou.
感想
That's fine. Fever? This is still netsu.
熱
Netsu.
熱
Although netsu is onyomi. They just stopped talking about how standalones are onyomi and kunyomi. It's pretty much split half and half at this point. Not like oh, it's standing alone, it's kunyomi. It's half and half, really. It feels like half and half nowadays. Hot things, atsui.
熱い
熱い
That's yes. So if you've learned that you know how to read, yeah, that's fine. Yep. Honestly, very, very complacent writing. So we just skip. Netsushin?
熱心
Nesshin. Oh, yes.
熱
For
心
shortening. Yes. Netshin. And Renshu. Ne?
練習
Renshu.
練習
How did Shu work for this? Oh, the white feather things. Right. Alright. Hmm.
熱
That's it.
熱い
Let's see.
乾燥
Console.
練習
Renshu. Uh-oh. Oh,
熱心
Nesshin. What? Enthusiasm. Oh, I didn't even look. I was thinking passion, but enthusiasm works too. Did I use it as a crutch? Passion? I mean, it's hot art, so hot determination, passion, enthusiasm sounds about right. I think I might actually put determined as one, or committed as well. It's lining up with Chinese. Section manager. Makes sense. Second and leader as opposed to long. Remember how, yeah, 社長 is the company president. This uses the same 長, meaning where it means something like boss sense, yeah. Okay. So what is this? 課長.
課長
課長.
課長
Okay. Fine. The foster makes sense. I don't have a kun yet. But if I had to say no,
養う
no, yashinao. Oh, there's a yashi part. All I got was now.
養し
養う
Yeah, she now is my kid. Oh, that's nice actually. Yeah, she now is my kid. Yeah, she now. I like that one. That one's great. Adopt a kid. Adopt a child. Yoshi. Yeah.
養子
養子
Makes sense for the Yashinao. Yoshi. Okay. That's fine. Makes sense. Eki is Eki. Moving right along. Front. Eki mae.
駅前
Eki mae.
駅前
Alright, that's fine.
養う
Yashino. This could kind of relate to Yoshi. Yoshi. Yashi, and then becoming the child, right? Becoming my child. So that's kind of how I got the now art, but interesting. Sorry.
養子
Yoshi. Kind of brings a different dimension of meaning to Mario's Yoshi. Yoshi? That's kind of what I'm thinking in my mind when I'm picturing it. Oops.
課長
Nacho. Oh,
駅前
Ekimae.
駅
Eki. Alright. Station employee makes sense. Ekin. Ek. Oh,
駅員
yeah, Ekin. Wait, Eki is. Pretty sure Eki. Oh, I've been doing it incorrectly. Okay, so I have to adjust. I've been writing Eki as kun, but it's actually on. That would explain this.
駅員
Eki.
駅員
So I gotta adjust that. That's what I did the last couple of days actually. Ekicho. Ne?
駅長
Ekicho. Going up.
駅長
駅
Staying
長
Ekicho. Okay. Realization. Jitsukan. Jikan.
実感実
実感
Okay. Fair enough. So we have the truth feelings, realization. This is real feeling. Okay. Real is in it. I kind of like it. All right. And then facial expression. Makes sense. Expression, feelings. Or surface feelings, facial expression. Do I have surface for this? Or do they have surface? They have surface. Yeah. Express feelings, facial expression. That's fair. Or feelings on the surface, facial. Hyo. Oh,
表
hyojo.
情
Hyojo.
表情
Hyojo. Alright. Okay.
液徴
Ekicho.
駅員
Yin. Fair enough. Oops. Ooh. Oh wait.
実
Wrong
感
one. Jikan. Wrong expression. Thing. This is a realization. Sure.
表情
Jojo. All right. Well, that was unexpected. Unexpected. Because we missed the last 5 off of something we talked about. I don't remember what we talked about. All right, let's do our mnemonics. Can, shrimp, idea, womb, circle, east, bookshelf, goods, original, soul, body, fruit. Fruit? Fruit. 100, creeper, root. Or good. Sorry, not root. Good. There's a markup here. Gotta be careful. Okay, and then reads. And I have to adjust for eki, which is onyomi. Ore, mon, mon, how, shiku, 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 so, kan, se, an, sama, ashi, midori, ren, shi, an, in, dai, an, eki, right here, eki, goku, i, shi, ryo, tatsu, zen, netsu, ka, sho, rin, sen, agami, yo, sha, i, mina. And we're good for today. All right. That's a wrap for WaniKani today. If you're gonna watch this later, arigatou gozaimasu. Right. Feel free to follow along. Always welcome the opportunity to share and exchange ideas with how the different methods of learning language, right? It'd be kind of interesting to hear how others complement or supplement WaniKani, like in more detail than, oh, I did this, I did that. More like, how do they consider the decision making process in complementing? Like, did the deficiencies or troubles, like how did they spawn or lead to the ideas? That's probably what is very interesting to me. How did you realize there's certain weaknesses or things that don't jive with you? Like right now, I'm in the process of basically turning over a very specific type of mnemonics. Gruesome, gross, or like maybe very particular cynicism. I don't resonate with that. I typically don't make examples too frequently about that. While occasionally I would save some of those for spotted use. I think um something vivid, something vivid must also have resonance, and that's, I can kind of appreciate how others would go about their day unless it becomes useful every once in a while. So WaniKani is no longer, WaniKani has one of the weaknesses I do feel about WaniKani for myself personally, for my personal use, for example, are that its mnemonics are not mechanical enough in order to offset the heavy reliance on subjectivity and resonance. Hanzahiro does not suffer from that, largely because there's a mechanical foundation too. And that mechanical foundation still continues to reinforce its foundations while offering your ability to change the meaning. So there's no very foundational way of changing the mnemonics at your whim. You have to be quite adept and cultured enough or creative enough to do it yourself, and it's a larger grab than that. So for example, the NASA thing, nasate, right? Nasate for pity. The only way I'm remembering it right now is I would have pity on people who want to be successful at NASA, like get into NASA. There's some sympathy there. It's something to aspire, but also some sympathy on their mission statement. It's not even close to the mnemonic where you're implementing and depicting NASA people as a bit sadistic and like you're in a situation outside your control. While that can be very vivid to a lot of people, right? Being trapped in space, and that's a very vivid. It's also incredibly vivid when you're aspiring to join NASA and you have this anxiety that they would reject you. That's something a lot more closer to home. It elicits very similar feelings, and I think that kind of masks a lot of a lack of mechanical flexibility. Like none of that actually reinforces a mechanical thing that is agnostic, a bit agnostic, no structure in it. So coming up with the mnemonics lack structure that is agnostic to the mnemonics themselves. So if the mnemonics don't hit, then good luck, right? And in my opinion, that's kind of what you're paying for in a sense, because outside of that, then it deviates straight to this is SRS. It's the baseline SRS, so Anki comes into the picture then. So I do feel that's kind of one of the, to give you an idea of what kind of ideas and discussions that I'm welcoming. I would love to hear other people's compliments or other alternative ways in exchange, like how they complement these type of weaknesses, or any weaknesses that they may have in order to encounter new tools or new ways of experimentation and ideas. Anti-Hero presents a very different strategy, and that strategy has in the last couple of days very tested to overpower WaniKani. Like when a character comes up, I think I would give it 70 to 30% odds that the Hanzahiro's thing comes first. Largely if it's the same character. So we're getting to the point where the same characters are going to incredibly overlap substantially in terms of its vocabulary and whatnot. So definitely, in my opinion, when you're introducing something, having some sort of foundational consistency, that mechanical foundational consistency creates an agnostic bottom line while having more complex things thrown on top. Like obviously it can be a balance because Hanzahiro also has trade-offs in which WaniKani does not, which is to make the mnemonics less awkward. Right, so Hanzahiro has a weakness, which is that the mnemonics can get really awkward because you have to incorporate all those things. And WaniKani gives you liberties on how vivid the imagery can become. Like the NASA thing, it's very vivid. Or Korosu, which is to unalive someone, but they depicted a huge scene with the nuclear reactor and whatnot because there's no rigidity, there's no foundational mechanics that restrict how elaborate the mnemonics are. So in a way, Hanzahiro illustrates a bit of discipline and WaniKani does not, for better or for worse. I think for myself, I like a mix of both discipline and creativity at the same time. And I don't think WaniKani, in my opinion, has much discipline. It will resonate a lot with people who have looser mentalities, as in, oh, okay, well, I don't really have to follow this. If I can remember it, I don't really need to follow it and whatnot. So you get to the idea of meeting people who say, well, I already know this, so it's no big deal. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Which is the type of comments that I get when I'm using Hanzahiro. When someone says, well, that seems overly complicated, for example, like why would you invest extra effort into disciplinary agnostic foundational work when you can just remember the characters? I'm like, well, yes, from a top-down approach, you would. If you already know the top things, you don't need to know anything that bolsters the top thing, if that's what you're using. That's kind of like vibe coding. You can vibe code until you need to know the foundations. So you can use your phone until you need to figure out the parts that make the phone work. You can buy a computer, and as long as it works, you don't need to repair it. That's kind of the difference here. So some things to share, right? Some things to share. It'd be interesting to see how different perspectives have different solutions. All right, with that said, I think we're gonna go straight into Hanzahiro today, right? Got a time crunch for today, unexpected time crunch. So for those who are only interested in Japanese, minasan mata ne. And give me a sec to switch. Thank you.